Hey everyone, it's SaintMarcuz here, ready to do another deck profile. Want to showcase this really consistent Despia deck. I really enjoy Pure right now. I was trying Brave out for the past week and a half. Wasn't a big fan of Brave as much as everybody is doing good with it. I still think it will be good in the future. Just right now, I don't think we have enough resources for Brave, so Pure is the way. Still topping of locals with this. Still having issues with certain decks, Flundery, Sword Soul based. But we are solving some of the issues. It is a 40 card deck lineup, and I'm probably going to move it to 45 cards lineup. I still think I need to open up more hand traps, because I'm only playing 6 in the main deck and 3 interruptions in the main deck with the Super Polys. So here is the deck list, and I'll do it by packages. We play 3 Eluber. Again, this card is the best spell or trap searcher in our deck, so yes, we want to play 3 of these. We play 3 Tragedy. That's the best monster searcher. How we're going to get to Eluber or Dramaturge when we need it. We got Dramaturge right here for our big body Blue Eyes beater. We got Adlib. Adlib's really good at recursion. Bring back that DP that gets banished, or any fusion that gets banished. Super good. And then we've got the Despian Comedy. I had took this card out last time, and I put it back in. Because on the previous versions, this was the lineup, or this was the lineup that I would use. Having this extra name has really helped with the consistency of the deck, and the fact that Comedy is needed to beat Flunderies. We need this card to beat Flunderies. That is why we play this card. So if we get that matchup and we go against Flunderies, this is definitely the card that saves us here. Book of Moon cost me games. That really cost me games trying to kill a barrier statue. I've got a spicy new tech choice that I'll be showing you in a minute, and I think you'll like it. So this is our Despia lineup. Again, it's 3 Eluber, 3 Tragedy, 1 Drama, 1 Adlib, 1 Comedy. And then we have our spells for the branded. 3 branded opening. Best spell card in our deck, for sure. Get the Eluber, search out any card, banish for cost is awesome. 2 branded in red. This card's awesome. I still do not want to play this card at 3. I feel like I'll brick too much with it. If I need to recur it, I'll just banish a Tragedy from grave. 2 is the right number for this. And then 1 Theater. Theater comes up now, but not as much as I need it to, so that's the good news. Or have to need it to is the correct. But Theater is a really good card. I'll search it out if I have both of these in hand, and then just go off from there. Then we have our Fusion Destiny package, which is 2 Fusion Destiny, Malicious, and a Denier. This is still such a good package for the 1-card combos when we brick, and we get to do something very special with this card now. I get to use it as a an old hero tech card. This is how we're going to beat Flunderies now. We really struggle against this deck playing Despia. Then we have the Edge Imp package. 3 Edge Imp, 2 Patchwork, 2 Poly. So boosting this up in the next build, but right now this is very consistent. I love it. I don't ever feel like I'm bricking with it. I only had one time where it happened where I drew multiple copies of a card in my deck and then immediately make it dead, and that was very unfortunate. Playing at 3 locals a week, you're gonna see a lot of wild hands. But self-explanatory, Edge Imp package, great recursion, always blessing off the Patchwork or Edge Imp, and good extenders. I'm going to be bumping the Patchwork and the Poly to 3 in the next build, but in this 40 card main lineup, this is where we're at for consistency. Then we have the 3 Super Polys, self-explanatory, Despia likes Light and Darks. This card plus, let's see, bases end board, which is DPE and Baron. We still have a target, which I'll show you in the extra deck. Yeah, just helps us not get Cyflock as much as possible. Then we have our one-ofs. Gold Sark, it's a starter, banish that tragedy. Foolish to tragedy. That's again another starter. We can also foolish off comedy, which was came up like 2 or 3 times this past weekend. Actually insane. I can foolish and malicious if I need to as well. Such a good card. And then we have the 1 called by, self-explanatory, and 1 instant fusion. I'll probably be removing this out with the Millennium Eyes in the extra deck. But for consistency, this is pretty good. It's pretty damn good. I love it. Alright, and then we have our hand traps, which is, you know, could be built out for whatever locals you have, but I honestly feel like these 2 hand traps, Ash Blossom and Infinite Impermanence, are the best choices for going in blind against decks. I do want to open 2 hand traps this format, so in the next list that I make, I will be bumping this up. I'm probably sliding in Gamma in here. So that's why we'll go to 45 cards. But right now, we're just a 40 card lineup. Alright, extra deck time. Let's see what we got here. Yep, extra deck time. Well, our extra deck hasn't changed that much, but there's been some new additions. 1 Despia and Proskyneon, great card, great boss monster. We dropped Quorites down to 1. Did not want to do that, but finally had to. Masquerade, Blazing Dragon. Hey, gotta burn, gotta burn. I'm going to be pumping this up. I know I will. Then we've got the honorary boss monsters, the first Dark Lord, and Guardian Chimera, who I am really hesitant to play 2 copies right now, but I'm probably going to do it. I do want to do well in this regional. I have a card in here that I did not get to summon once out of 12 matches this weekend, so I'm taking that bad boy out. Then we've got our Destiny Hero lineup: Destiny Hero DPE, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, and Destiny Hero Dangerous. 1 card combo, Dangerous is awesome. And then we have the Super Poly package, which is Predaplant Drago Stapelia, Starring Phantom Fusion Dragon, Guilty Gearfried, the Magical Steel Knight. I have had this card since I think September is when I traded for it, just because I was like, oh, it looks cool. I want the Super Poly target. This card came up. End board of Based. It just came up. It just helped so much. DPE and Baron DeFleur were on the field during draw phase. Goodbye cards. Super Poly, because Guilty Gearfried just takes a 2 warrior monsters, different attributes. You got a wind and you got a dark. So that's a great Super Poly target. I think it's a must right now, until Cyflock gets banned. And then we got Mud Dragon. Mud Dragon's still a great card. Don't forget it has another effect. Your opponent cannot target cards of the same attribute this card, and this card just never get targeted. So that would be our main lineup that I don't think I'll ever remove in this deck, unless I get the Alvash structure deck. So this would be your main lineup of monsters. And then you've got our instant fusion target of Millennium Eyes, Restrict, which, ooh, the lighting is bad right there. Let me bring it down. Card helps us play first. It's a good extender. We can always just link it off into this Relinquished Anima that I'm about to place down. If we ever brick, we ever get the Tragedy or Comedy, we got Brandon Red in hand, Anima is here to save the day. And then the last one, which is our BLS, ulti BLS, but card never came up. So I'm taking this out. So this can be anything. This can be Pride of Plan if you really wanted to. But I'll be removing on the next deck list these two cards. And I'll probably be filling in another Masquerade for 3, and then another Guardian Chimera. So, alright, side deck time, because somebody asked me, they wanted to see the side deck. Because this is going to be the fun part. We are playing in the side deck 1 Harpies, 2 Twin Twisters. We need that back row removal, especially against Sword Soul and Flunder. Do not want to get blacked out. Do not want to deal with map. And then we've got Dark Ruler. Helps us break boards. We like the OTK, but Herald of the Arclight is a card, so we can no longer play Droplets against that deck, and do not want to deal with that deck. Then we've got the 3 Droll and Lockbird. This really hits base and Flunderies. It's really good. We got the 3 Nibiru. I mean, this format, everybody's summoning. I really want to main it, but there's not enough times where this would come up to save me in time. So I'm thinking the Gammas are better off at that point. And then the spicy tech that I have put in for the Fusion Destiny and the Dangerous combo. And it is the Necroworld Banshee and 2 Zombie Worlds. That way, if we get it to hand in the draw phase, we pitch this off of opening to the grave, and then we immediately can activate it on the new chain to activate Zombie World going against Flunderies. Zombie World can be pretty good against Sword Soul as well. They do require worms, unless they go for the generic ones, which I think Baron's the generic one. And I also think Chen Ying is the generic one. I don't know if Berserker Tenyi is. I did not side this in against Sword Soul, but it is something that you could do, because 80% of their extra deck requires worm monsters, and this would change everything to zombies. This is just so fun. Such a good choice. I mean, it really helps with the matchup, because it no longer goes from insta losing to, hey, we've got a chance in this thing. But that is the lovely deck profile, updated version, and I still think this is a really consistent build. I think it's a really good build for you to learn how to play Despia before the structure deck comes out. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you like the content, stick by, subscribe, leave a like, give me a comment, I'll respond. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.